स्वभावचिन्मयानन्दं कृपापूर्णं जगत्पतिं हरिषड्वर्गजेतारं नित्यानन्दगुरुं भजे स्वभावचिन्मयानन्द.
Ultimately, this is a blessing. The structure as such, Mahadeva is blessing. Let you feel your substance, bones, flesh, blood, saturated with cosmic essence, is blessing. There is no word here insisting that it is a technique. Understand, that is the beauty of the structure. It's like a tadastu, let it happen. He's not saying let you do. The whole sutra itself is such, let it happen, tadastu. For the initial level seekers, this is Nitya Sutra. Internalize and start practicing. If you are already inspired, then start doing it as a technique, morning and evening. If you are already having that psychological revolution, or if you are already having the click as Ananda Sutra, initiation as Ananda Sutra, then you are living. All the three, Mahadeva gives this as one sutra, and finally he is giving the blessing for all three, let it happen in you all. Understand? Mahadeva is giving the ultimate blessing, let it happen in you all. Let me describe few words, using few words, the power of blessing. Then you will understand exactly what is blessing. Even if you don't have connection between the person who is blessing you and you, even if you don't have connection with the person who is blessing you, the power of the words is not a joke. It is not a joke. I have seen. Of course, the Emoto's research again can be referred. When he utters some words, how the quality of the water changes. It is the modern day research, recent research is proving. In India, our masters know the power of words for ages. When enlightened being utters some words, straightaway it works inside you. That is why from the time immemorial, we had the concept of the vara and shapa. The words of the masters. Vara, boon, it can work as a boon. Of course, usually enlightened beings' words will never work as curse. Even though it may look like curse, it will never be a curse. It will only be reforming you. Never be a curse. The enlightened being can never curse. Understand? Very powerful concept, the power of words, power of blessing. Even if you don't have connection with the person, it gets engraved in your system and makes you go through that experience. If you already feel connected and have respect, then you do not know the influence or the power that word can create, express in your system. I always tell people, when I say that be blissful, do not take it for granted. How many more times you listen, that many times it works in you. People think, oh, I heard many times. No. Every time it works on you. For example, if somebody tells 10 times you are a fool every day, whenever he sees you, he says you are a fool. What will happen? It will get engraved, and you don't take that for granted, that you take it, that you believe. Only when somebody says be blissful, that is little hard to believe. That is the mind. That is the way the mind is functioning. I always tell people, every time you hear that word, understand it's working in you. Don't take it for granted. Sometimes your superficial consciousness, your conscious layer may not be able to relate, but don't bother about it. The person who is talking, the words are coming from his deeper superconscious level. So naturally they will work on you. There is a very beautiful incident. When Vivekananda came first time to USA, the moment he started addressing, the first word he said is, "Dear brothers and sisters of America." That word was such a sharp, shocking word. The reminiscences are saying it took some literally 5 minutes for the clapping and excitement and enthusiasm in the hall to settle down. Understand why so much of excitement and response? Because when he said, he experienced that word and said, not just as a lip service. No. Many times we don't mean what we talk. We don't mean what we talk. Vivekananda says in one of his lectures, the ojas, if somebody's kundalini is awakened, he says, when I talk, there is no thinking inside. There is no two layer, thinking and talking. There is only talking. So naturally, when you listen, there will not be two layer, listening and thinking something else. There will be only one layer. Because the person is talking with one layer, the listener has to be with one layer. So courageous. Many times people come and tell me, God, we do not know how time passed, Swamiji. Because there is no second layer thinking. Only listening is happening. There is no thinking of what happened to the house, what happened to this, what happened to that, nothing. Because there is no other thinking. You do not know how time passed. I always tell people, when a speaker speaks just with one layer, there is no two layer like a thinking and talking, only talking. Naturally, you cannot escape by doing two layer. You will end up in just one layer, just listening. There is no listening and thinking. When I am talking, when I am just talking, you will be just listening. That's all. The power of ojas. Vivekananda says, the integrity and experience out of which he is speaking, dear brothers and sisters of America, there is no vested interest, a straight, simple experience. Straight, simple experience. The whole crowd felt the connection, felt the relation, and felt the excitement. I can say it is like a mass awakening of a kundalini. The whole group had a glimpse of how it feels like feeling like a single family. What it means by feeling the universal brotherhood. He gave that glimpse to the whole crowd by that one word. It's like an initiation. It's like a blessing. Let you all experience the truth of universal brotherhood. Vasudhaiva Kutumpaka. That's all. It is just a blessing. That's what he did when he addressed dear brothers and sisters of America. Powerful word from the ojas, from the experience. That's what we call blessing. If a word comes from a person who has no words inside, it is blessing. If a word comes from a person who is not talking inside, it is blessing. That word is straightaway the energy entering into your being. It is like straight energy which will go into your system and gets digested and starts expressing itself. I've seen a simple be blissful. What great work that word does. Even if they don't understand, many people think. In the energy darshan, they don't listen that word clearly. But they are continuously in the bliss. They do not know. It is the power of that word, even if they have not heard. If you heard, consciously you will know the reason. If you have not heard, you may not know the reason, but you will have the effect. You may not know the reason, but you will have the effect. You know. You are in that ecstasy. You are in that joy. You are in that experience. So understand, with blessing, as long as it is a teaching, 100% responsibility is disciples. As long as it is a technique, 50-50 responsibility. By the master 50 because he is designing. By the disciple 50 because he has to practice. When it is blessing, 100% responsibility belongs to master. Straight away, he takes the responsibility and does the job. Understand, all you need to do is to be relaxed and available. Even that you don't have to do, because the moment I say be relaxed and available, you will create complication out of that. No need. If your bone flesh bag is inside this area, that's enough. It is already there. It is already there. Nothing else needs to be done. You don't have to know how to make myself available. How to make myself open. What should I do? You will create complications. No, nothing needs to be done. If your bean bag, the bean bag which you are constantly carrying 24 hours as a body, if that is inside this field, that's enough. Of course, people who are sitting in front of computers and watching, even for all of them, understand, you are in my field. Don't think you are out of my field. I can listen all of them clapping. Nothing else needs to be done. When it is a blessing, it is straight away the master, the energy center takes the responsibility. Master is the energy center. That takes the responsibility of lifting the whole group, of lifting every individual being. Understand, if you already know the power of the blessings, enjoy consciously you are blessed. If you do not know the power of the blessing, it's okay, don't bother. Carry the doubt whether it is going to be useful or not. Carry this word blessing in you. Whether it is going to work or not, you will see it will work. If you already have that trust, then consciously celebrate you are blessed. If you do not have that trust, do not bother. Just carry the doubt. Anyhow, he gave the blessing. Let me see whether it works or not. You will see it works. The power of blessing is the ultimate liberation. Understand, the ultimate liberation happens only by the power of the blessing, not by any technique, because the technique will lead you only to 1 TPS, means the technique will be there as 1 TPS, 1 thought per second. All other thoughts will disappear, but the technique will remain. That itself has to be destroyed only by blessing. The ultimate liberation happens only by the grace, by the blessing. Only that brings the last final push into that cosmic consciousness, push into that eternal bliss, push into that Nithyananda. So, blessing, I can say, is the ultimate technique, or ultimate action happens between disciple and master. After the blessing, There is no separate disciple and master. So I can say that is the last meeting disciple and master have. After that, there is no two different person. So the last action is blessing. The ultimate action is blessing. The final action is blessing. In the sutra, Mahadeva is doing that job of blessing, saying, let you feel your substance, bones, flesh, blood, saturated with the cosmic essence. He is giving the ultimate blessing. Fortunately, Mahadeva had only Devi in front of him. Maybe I can say Nandi and few rishis would have been there, close disciples, who are already in tune. And I know for sure what would have been the effect of this blessing on them. What would have been effect of this blessing on them? Because the master has no thinking and the disciple has no doubt. And naturally the connection happens. I can say maybe one incident in India during the main days. I'll give the different kind of initiations like a brahmacharya, sannyasa, vanaprastha, gurukul, acharya, and so many initiations. It's sometime the same person will take acharya initiation and vanaprastha and 2-3 initiations. Again and again, every time he has to come and I will be putting the finger on the Agnya Chakra and blessing him. Once one acharya asked me, Swamiji, can't you initiate all the 3-4 at one time? I tell them, do not think it is the same work whenever I put the finger. Whenever the finger is put, the pressure may be same, but not the presence. The work happens is different. So every blessing does its job. It is practically like a downloading the software into your in system. Just like downloading. You don't have to do anything. Just that number goes 60, 70, 71%, 72% and suddenly it reaches 100% and download over. Your software is ready. It says, same thing, just the cosmic constitution or the cosmic experience gets downloaded into the system. It is so powerful, it cleans whatever is not needed and removes whichever is unnecessary, including all the viruses. That is what you call health happened, mental health happened, physical health happened. It means what? The viruses got deleted, removed. That is the power of the blessing. Understand? Some of you may or may not have been there when I started the Shiva Sutra. Of course, 2006, January month we started. I think January 1st, exactly January 1st we started. 2006. The Shiva Sutra is in the ashram, in Biddi ashram. As I narrated earlier, Mahadeva himself was present and blessed and started the whole Shiva Sutra. Around almost 2 years. Today we are formally ending the public discourse on the Shiva Sutra. You may not have been there when it started, but feel blessed and celebrated you are here when it is ending. It is his very essence, his sutra, he himself has expressed with his own words, with his own commentary, and giving his very experience to the people, whoever heard and whoever is hearing and whoever will be hearing. Understand, forever it will retain its strength and energy and bless, give the very experience of the ultimate truth whenever, whoever, wherever listens and imbibes these great truths forever. You will see the divine playing and guiding millions of people to the higher consciousness, to the enlightenment through these great words. Not with ego, but with a solid experience of truth. I tell you, understand, when Krishna says that he is blessing Arjuna, if Arjuna is not in the receptive mood, who are you to bless? You are my friend. Till the other day I saw you playing with all the girls, I know. Then I don't think he will receive the exact, he will be able to celebrate an experience, the great truth. Same way, if you are sitting with a stiff ego, who is he to bless? You will be in suffering. You will not be able to receive or respond exactly what is getting transpired here, what is happening here. If you can relax and rest, you will see the very blessing, the very truth entering into you and working inside you. When you live the same way your father lived, when you received the same mental setup of your father, or received the same wealth, you inherit him. You are responsible now for him to maintain his name. Same way, when we inherit the traditional lifestyle, knowledge, experience, we are responsible to hold the dharma, and we become authority to radiate that knowledge, to radiate that blessing, to radiate that energy. Understand, as my responsibility to bless, not as my ego. There is no ego. With ego you can't bless. Not egoistically, as my responsibility to bless. Because I inherited, whether you believe it or not, whether an onlooker believes it or not, I know I inherited. I know I inherited. So when I inherited the super consciousness of Shiva, I have the responsibility of Shiva. The super consciousness comes with the responsibility to bless also. So with that authority, with that clarity, because I inherited the great truth and the experience and the realization and the very super consciousness of Mahadeva, Shiva, the Nithyananda, I bless you all, let you all achieve and radiate, Feel your substance, bones, flesh, blood, saturated with the cosmic essence. Understand, whatever has happened in me, let it be reproduced. Understand, with that authority, I bless you. If it has happened in this body, I am telling you, if somebody has a doubt, let it happen in that bodies also. Let you all achieve and radiate beyond the doubt, beyond questions, beyond the words, the ultimate eternal bliss. Nithyananda. Thank you. Tavakatamrutam dapta jivanam kavivirididam kalmashabhagam Shravanamangalam Srimadadadam Bhuvigrunandide Buridajana Sada Shiva Samarambam Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sada Shiva Sadguru Parabrahmarpanamastu.